Today I'm going to talk about the air filter issue and how it's been mounted on the John Deere 1025R. Now this is something that it's my understanding has been corrected on newer models. My 1025R is a 2016, but I see a lot of questions from people about this when the topic comes up. I don't know how many years are affected. I don't know which serial numbers, but you can take your serial number to your dealer to find out for sure. This is not a recall item. It's something that John Deere has a program to fix, but it's something they fix on failure. Well, the problem with this is when it fails, it's oftentimes catastrophic to the engine. So when I look at it, I don't think John Deere is handling this correctly. But I've heard good stories that, those who have had catastrophic failures have had it fixed. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the hood. I'm going to show you what we're talking about in terms of how the air filter is mounted and what the fix is. I'm getting ready to load mine up on the trailer, take it to Deere, and see about getting this fixed, because I don't want to go through a catastrophic failure and certainly don't want to have to pay to have repairs done myself. So I'm going to pop the hood here and we'll take a look at it. All right, I'm not sure how well you can see everything, but this is the air filter. And I don't know if you can see there that it's wiggling. Why is it wiggling? The way this is mounted, there are 3 bolts that come up out of the valve cover and hold the bracket for the air filter. They've vibrated loose, and now the air filter is able to move. If I start the tractor, I can actually hear it rattle, which is what got me looking to figure out what the rattle was. I've not tightened it up because I want to make sure the dealer sees it, that this is where this thing starts to fail. This thing starts moving, the bracket breaks, parts fall down inside. It's not, and I don't know all the details. These are the stories that I've heard, but I'm getting ready to take it in. So if the air filter is mounted long ways so that it points towards the front of the tractor, it's my understanding these are the ones that are being relocated. Again, my understanding is they will turn this, mount it a different way so that it's across the tractor instead of down the tractor. What I plan on doing, I'm going to take it to Deere. I'm going to add a few pictures and video after they've looked at it and done the repair, so that you'll see what does it look like beforehand and what does it look like afterwards. So I'm going to snap a few pictures so I can add pictures here so you can get a better look at what's going on here. But that's really all I've got for now. I'm going to load it up on the trailer and take it to Deere, and when I get it back, I'll share with you what happened. So we'll roll that right into this video as well. Okay, so the tractor, the 1025R, is back from the dealership, and before I tell you what they told me and how this all worked out, I want to pose the question to you. Do you think it's ethical for a manufacturer, instead of warrantying something and repairing something that they know has a design flaw and has the potential to fail, do you think it's ethical to have a fix on fail for a component like this? That's what John Deere has for this 1025R air filter. They have it bolted to the top of the valve cover. When those bolts come loose, it allows the filter and the mount to wobble, eventually weakening that valve cover, cracking it, and eventually breaking it. The potential for parts to go down inside and damage the engine. This could happen in a year, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. Who knows when it will happen? Some of it's going to be dependent on your individual use case. How many hours are you putting on it? What kind of terrain are you on? Is it going to wobble a lot? Are you going to on smooth surfaces? Very much going to be dependent on how you use your tractor. So there's no telling when or if it will fail, but they know there's a history of failure. So leave us a comment. I'm curious what your thoughts are. I've got my thoughts, and I'll wait and share them in the comments as you make your comments. But let me pop the hood and I will show you and talk about what the dealer decided for me. If you can see that, and if not, I will snap a few pictures of it. The filter was mounted this way. They have now moved it. It's now mounted to the front here, so it is not connected to that valve cover anymore. So they did determine that it had failed and were able to cover it under that fix on fail warranty. So was real happy. They had it for about I think it was a little over, I think I dropped it off on a Saturday. They had parts the following Thursday, Friday. We had a holiday weekend. It was less than 2 weeks before it was done. It took some time for me to get back there to pick it up, but I was real happy with the service. I've heard